Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Van Dweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for October 2025. And today we are going to make substantial progress in this tournament. Let's take a look at, we'll take a look at the whole thing. Is this the whole thing? That's, is that last month? Is that this month? No, this is this month. All right. This is the entire month. So we are done with all the preliminary rounds. We have our top 16 settled, and we are halfway done resolving, actually more than halfway done, resolving our top 8 into a top 4. So Dog is already in, Meme is already in. And what we are going to do today is determine the other two semi-finalists. So yeah, let's take a look at how that is going to go down. This is our top 16 right here. What we're going to do is do Bluescuti versus Tugi. And Dangler and Akatu, that is already resolved. Akatu has made it on through. So the winner of Scooty and Tugi will take on Akatu, and the winner of that will be in the semifinals. So we're going to do that right now. And then 3 hours from now, we're going to start the other thing, and it's going to be the green and, what is that? Teal? We're calling it teal. Green and teal. Sounds like Key and Peele, but it's green and teal. And we're going to do first Dan V versus SV. Then Pixelandy versus Tetris Time. Then winner versus winner for our final top 4 spots. So that is what we're gonna do. But first, yeah, Scooty, Tugi, winner versus Akatu. A little bit of a break, and then Dan V, SV, Andy, Tetris Time, winner versus winner, and that'll give us a final 4. And they're all going to be put in right there. So there you go. That's what we're going to do. Excited? I am. So let's go. Take a look at our rules. The rules are that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. Level 18 starts all the way through level 39. Kill screen, that should be turned on. Uncapped score, that's classic scoring on Jim Cartridge. Best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Same piece sets re-rolled in between each game. We are not incrementing. We are re-rolling. If you are playing a game, you are not getting any advice. That is the law, right? And we must follow the law. And if you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Do not pause unless I, the commentator, tell you to do that. Assume your game will count and just keep playing because it might. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now $1,415.16. That's 14, 15, 16 for all you pattern lovers. Pretty good. I like it. We're looking to get to 2,000. That will enable us to pay our top 8, which is twice as many people getting paid as the top 4. And that is good because, you know, players will say, oh, all right, I can win a couple matches, maybe get a little prizey poo, whatever, and feel good, right? So it keeps players coming back, compensates the players for putting in the time to practice and to show up to these events, and and to entertain us with their Tetris prowess. So please do consider funding the prize pool. We got to get to 2,000 if we want to pay our top 8, and we haven't missed a target in a long time, so let's not start this month. Okay, guys? You guys are the ones who fund it. There are no sponsors. Help us out. Use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That will bring up some links. I'm going to put them in the chat right now. MATCHERINO. There it is. Boopity boop. The link that says Masters, that is the link. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can do so with your existing Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account. You do not have to make a separate account. In fact, I don't even think you can make a separate account. You have to log in with Twitch, YouTube, or Discord. And once you're in, mustard-colored button says contribute. And yeah, click on that, and then it opens a window, and you can put an amount and payment method. It's easy and fun. And yeah, support the things that you like, right? Support the prize pool and support the channel. Yeah, the channel requires support because, you know, a lot of times we're streaming stuff like wicked early in the morning. We're streaming stuff during the normal work day. We're streaming stuff at 5 a.m., 3 a.m., 24/7, pretty much, unless I'm, you know, got a thing planned. But other than that, 24/7, we are available to stream these matches. The only way that we can do that is with your support. So consider supporting us at patreon.com/monthlytetris. Just like the people here are doing, including Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, Canine Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Cameron, Rope, Potato, Cat Kid, Javanti, Jason, Sonny Jr., everybody on and off this slide, thank you so much for your support. Now, if you don't like Patreon, that's okay. I'm calling your bluff. You know, oh, I can't support you. I don't like Patreon. Well, write in chat right now using the support command. I am putting other ways to support us, including PayPal, which you can use and actually create a recurring contribution that way too. So there you go. All your excuses. Well, you say, I don't like PayPal either. Well, what am I supposed to, what can I do? Okay, what can I do? Anyway, support us, damn it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can support us via super chat, super stickers, super thanks, channel memberships, gift channel memberships, all that stuff. Twitch, you got bits, you got subscriptions, gift sub. What else? Oh, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming sub if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, but don't let it expire because it is use it or lose it. Don't lose it. Use it on us. Okay? Support us. That means you. Yes, you. Literally you. Not everybody else to do it. You. Literally you. Okay? Good. All right. I'm going to bring over the thing and look at the people doing the thing. And I'm going to look at Bluescuti. Haircut. We got to get I got to get the new headshot of Bluescuti. Old haircut. He's got the old Jarvis Cocker haircut, I think. But now he's got the new haircut. Let's flip his camera around. Of course, if you're under 20, you don't know who Jarvis Cocker is, right? So it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. He's a cool rock star, so it's a compliment. All right, we'll flip him around. Oh, we got the same blanket. There you go. And we'll get Tugi going. Do-do-do-do-do. Tugala. That's the game. Refresh Tugi. There's Tugi. All right. Nice. Go ahead and get these players some pieces because the music is about to start. That seed music about to begin. Scooty runs on Duncan. Holy moly. All right, that music is your signal, players, that we are ready to start. You prefer hip hop hooray? Dude, do you always have to be so old? Hip hop hooray. Scooty Clan in the chat. Danny is here. Bluescuti's grandpa is here. Yes, you always have to be that old. Hemalizer is here, and even Bluescuti himself is here. Holy moly. You're not as old as Bluescuti's grandpa? I mean, thank goodness, I guess. That would be That would be odd. Oma Red Star is here. The pieces are here. 1D5372. Thanks for the pin, Winter. You prefer no hooray? Yes. All right, super kill screen being turned on for the Bluescuti, as Kingsman says. Oh, all right. Scooty's ready. There we go. 1D5372. Looks like both players are ready. Scooty and Tugi. It's not the top 8. It's top 16. Scooty and Tugi are ready to play for a spot in the top 8. Let's get them counted down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. James Yeptho says, can wait. Please start. All right. I'll do it. On the left side of your screen, Bluescuti, seed number 5, qualled in with a 1.59, just shy of a rollover. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. Bluescuti has a overall PB of 18.2 million. That is number 2 on the PB leaderboard. He is ranked number 3 in the most recent Premier poll, that is ranking of Tetris players in both competitive open and DAS, or competitive both open and DAS play styles. He's also ranked number 8 on the DAS list. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Bluescuti is from the United States of America, and he is a 6-time CTM Masters event winner. He has won most recently in February of this year, won back-to-back Masters, of course, this year, and had a streak from 24 into 25 of, 10 finals appearances, inclusive of Lone Stars. So Bluescuti, certainly a dominating run in 24 into 25. Looking to get back on the win train here in the Masters event. You've seen Scooty recently, well, doing a lot of things, but recently you've seen him winning. Is this a spoiler? This was last night. He won Pumpy's one-day tournament. So congratulations, Scooty, on winning that just yesterday. You've also seen Scooty at the Jonas Cup. He got a top 8 spot and was top 4 in Mind Meld along with his partner Wallbant. And Wallbant and Bluescuti also played in the team relay event and won that as well in a final sweep against Matt Martin and Robin. So pretty cool. Bluescuti, of course, worldwide headlines, 18 months ago, more than that maybe, being the first player ever to beat NES Tetris, that is, get to the crash triggers of NES Tetris, first person ever to do that. And we've had since 7 people, is that right? We still stuck on 8? Aren't there any more crashers? I feel like there'd be more game crashers by now. 308 for Bluescuti, 325 for Tuggi. And yeah, Bluescuti, of course, a 3-time CTWC gold player and has never finished lower than the top 8. And he's got 2 top 4 finishes, including this year. And he was second in Jonas Cup last year as well. All right, is that enough about Bluescuti? It's enough. 355 Scooty, 373 for Tugi, and on the right side, it is Tugi. Tugi qualified in with a 1.275. That got him the 21 seed in the tournament. And he had to start in round 1, defeated Mushman and then Sodium Overdose to get here to the top 16. Tuggi with an overall PB of 2.275. That is a top 45 score. He was ranked 25 in that premier poll in the open category and 4 in the DAS category. Tuggi is from Austria. And he was at one point, he was the world record holder for the for DAS overall score. You have seen Tugi most recently getting a top 4 spot, made it to the final 4 of that one-day tournament. That was yesterday. Took second at the Northeast Regional last month against Dangler. Was top 4 CT UK. Went out against the eventual winner of that, Evesy. Top 4 in CTWC DAS back in July. He had his best overall month in the CTM cinematic universe in June when he got his first top 8 finish in the Masters event and top 4 in DAS Masters. He went out to Pixelandy in both. And Pixelandy was the winner of both, right? So, 519 here for Scooty, 552 for Tugi. Tugi is a 4-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. He's played 3 times in Mega Masters. Tugi, the first one into 19, he's at 599. Scooty at 546. Tetris for Tugi, 624. There's one for Bluescuti, 574. These will be best of 5s. Of course, we're now into the level 19 phase, as it's called. This speed will last until level 29, 230 lines, then the speed is going to double. That speed will last for 100 lines. It's pretty hard. Players might not get all the way through, but if they do, they'll be met with level 39, the super kill screen, which will assuredly kill their games if they get there. So really 330 lines overall that these players have to work with. 3 different playable speeds. 712 Bluescuti, 716 Tugi. Tetris Tugi 773, 718 Bluescuti. Level 23. All right, good, flat, safe stacking. Good boards for both players. Tetris for Scooty. He's ahead by 6 lines, back by, well, he's ahead by 2 lines. Well, let's put it to it. Tugi is ahead when the lines are tied by about 30,000. Now, Tetris is on 25, worth 31,200. By the time they get to 29, they'll be worth 36,000. And by the time they get to 39, they'll be worth 48,000. 1,200 point increase per level. And yeah, keeping it pretty darn close here. Tetris Tugi 993, 960 for Bluescuti. All right, Scooty. All right. Oh, no, he's going to miss that Z-spin. That is going to slow him down a little bit. Tugi, long bar Tetris is able to add to that lead while Scooty is cleaning up. And Scooty's got, like 7 lines or something to get cleaned up before 29 hits. You know, 29 playable, but you transition too high, it could be tough. And Bluescuti going to transition too high and top out at 978. That means Tugi is going to take it in game number 1. GG's to both players. Or GG to each player. How about that? Whatever you prefer. All right, new pieces are here, players. When you are ready, enter them in. You can take a moment if you need it. That is fine. Oh, the music skipped. Sorry, my record skipped, guys. A GG to each player. Yes, I doff my cap with a GG to each player. All right, pinners are winners. Mods, if you could be on the lookout for pinning seeds, that would be great if you're in a position to do it. Appreciate that. All right, looks like both players are ready. They're on seed 917884. Yes, they are. Let's get them started. Game number 2. Bluescuti looking to tie it up. Tugi up 1-0. Okay, we are underway in game 2. Vandy, should we get the conversation even older than the 90s? Bluescuti's grandpa, Omar Red Star, which is better, Andy Griffith Show or Petticoat Junction? Omar Red Star, very non-committal. You got to take a stand, okay? These are the important issues of our day. 151 for Bluescuti, 167 for Tugi. These players have faced off against each other a couple of times. They did play against one another in the one-day tournament yesterday. That was only their second, non-DAS match, really, against one another. Oh, that's not true. Third one. They met in Mega Masters in the early rounds in 2023. Bluescuti took that one 3-0, and they also met in Classic Tetris League in 24. That was actually season 25 in 2024, the year. Scooty took that one 3-1, and then Scooty took out Tugi. At least won a match. Didn't take out necessarily, but won a match because it was done Swiss style, where players play a bunch of matches against a pool of other players, and then the best players, or the players with the best records in that pool, move on. And that is how that happened. So, just their third match overall. John Boy 27 says, I have been told good night, John Boy, quite a lot. Now, of course, nobody under the age of, like me, has any business knowing what that is. Like, I am right at the cusp of how old someone could be and know what that is. Tolstoy knows it? Well, you must be old, or you just have, or they can't afford to get the new shows in your country. They're 40, but yeah, see. It is still on TV, that's true. $4.99 for Tugi, $5.06 for Bluescuti. The players separated by one line. The scores are close. Zalo says, what is the setting of Tetris and the plot of Tetris? Does Tetris have a plot? What is the plot of Tetris? I mean, it has to be some Cold War plot, right? Some clash of ideologies. Bluescuti 607 into 19, 588 for Tugi, right? The forces of collectivism fitting all the, forcing all the pieces to fit together into one unified whole. But then the individual, the I, comes and destroys the wall, the mountain of collectivism, right? There's got to be something like that. Came out of Russia, so it has to be some sort of individualism versus the collective plot, right? $6.59 for Tugi. Yeah, kind of like, I don't know. There's a lot of things like that. It's the relentless organization of life crushing down on you. Yeah, but you can win, You're winning. All right, Chen, thank you for the update. Chen might have to go, but also might be lurking. We need a where's Chen command. Wait, is the Yanni command, does the Yanni command still work? Oh no. There used to be, this is like way old school days. There used to be a Yanni command. Like way back in the day. And it would just tell you if Yanni was lurking. Because Yanni was a known lurker. 955 for Bluescuti, 850 for Tugi here on 25. So it's about 100,000 point lead once the lines are tied. Yeah, there used to be a Yanni command, though, and it literally would tell you whether or not Yanni was lurking. A89 for Bluescuti. He's got the max out and more, and now he's got the 1.1. He's on 28. Tugi's got the max, and he is fixing to get that 1.1 into 29, and he's going to skim and get that Tetris. B26 for him, C06 right now for Bluescuti, Tetris for Tugi. So they're, you know, about a Tetris and change apart. Scooty here trying to down stack. He's doing it. Tugi with a Tetris C08. He's closing the gap. Scooty trying to stay alive here, has to bring the entire stack down. You're getting droughted. Tetris for Tugi, C59. Tugi in the lead. That left side for Scooty, he's going to have to bring this entire stack down to be able to access that whole thing, and he does. Oh, and he hangs the long bar, and that is almost certainly going to tank Scooty's game here. That is going to be a top out, and Tugi goes up 2 games to none. Tugi, you want to mullen it out? Go ahead. That 5 tap after a tuck is tough, says Wallband. Tugi with the 1.44 million. The E stands for 1.4, and he's like, "Yeah, that's good enough. That's fine. All right, Tugi, you are ahead. 2 games to none. New pieces, players. When you're ready, you can take a moment if you need it. 2-3 C3 D4. Huff is here. Huff, why are you not a VIP? You are not important? You're like literally the most important person. The pieces are here, 2-3 C3 D4 when you get a moment. Players, when you're ready. Chen is the least important? No, I wouldn't say that. Oh, King and Huff making a date for Rocket League. I wish that I could just sit down and play a video game. Like, I just can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I'm just like all the other things I could be doing, and like, I don't know. It's just hard to just sit down. Sometimes it's just hard to sit down and enjoy myself, you know, just kind of like, oh, I'm going to watch a movie without thinking of all the other things I want to do. It's so hard. Like, just enjoy a game with no goal except have fun. It's hard. All right, 2-3, C3, D4. All right, let's go. Game number 3. Tugi is up 2-0. Bluescuti has got to win to stay in. Let's go. 3-2-1 Tetris. Maybe I need to stand up and then play. Ah, that's a thought. That is a thought. Yeah, I find it very difficult to just go, oh, I'm going to watch a movie. Like, my thoughts always go to like something else I need to be doing, should be doing, goals. It's hard to relax. I wish I could. Have I tried watching a movie but on Adderall? No, but I would love to get that. I wish that I could get that. I definitely would benefit. But well, next year. I'll have a job next year. Isn't it because the movies are not as good these days? Well, I would never. I mean, it's rare that I watch a contemporary movie. Like, when I do, there's just way too many good movies in the past that I haven't seen yet. So why would I watch today's when I haven't even seen the great ones of the past, or some of them? Like, I'm not going to sit down and watch something on Netflix, like some Netflix studio movie. Like, no way. Vandy, what baseball movie would you recommend to the kids today? What baseball movie would I recommend to the kids today? To the kids? To kids? I think The Sandlot is a really good movie. Yeah, I would recommend The Sandlot. Little Big League. What's the difference between Little Big League and Rookie of the Year? I don't remember. All right, Tugi up high. Oh, that's going to be a great J piece for him and a great L piece. Not out of the woods yet, but getting there. Little Big League was the kid was an owner. Got it. Bluescuti opens up that right side. Long bar down. Tetris for him. Oh yeah, one kid was a pitcher. Like he had an injury to his arm and he could throw like 100-mile-an-hour fastball or something after that. So he got to play for the Cubs. Angels in the outfield. Not for me. I think I agree with the Roger Ebert review of Angels in the Outfield overall. You can look it up. 297 Bluescuti, 309 for Tugi. League of Their Own. League of Their Own is a good movie. I mean, Bull Durham is a good movie, you know, for adults, of course. Or, you know, aspiring adults. Major League. Yeah, Major League is, you know, a good farcical comedy. The sequence at the end of the original Naked Gun, which is, you know, like basically 25 minutes at a baseball game is really good. 427 for Tugi, 414 for Bluescuti. But yeah, I guess I would have to say The Sandlot, just because it does, I think, capture what it's like to be a kid, you know, in a lot of ways. Tetris for Bluescuti, 441. 473 for Tugi. There's a Tetris Bluescuti, 489. Bluescuti trying to get out of this dig. Gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. He's at 523. You like Field of Dreams? Yeah, I go back and forth on that. I don't know if I would recommend that to kids per se. I don't know if they would really connect with it, but I think adults would. I mean, it's not like an adult themed film, but I just don't know if it would really connect with a young person. 619 for Tugi, 608 for Bluescuti. Bad News Bears. Oh yeah, Bad News Bears. If you want your 70s fix there. $634 for Bluescuti, $645 Tugi. Cloudy Shoe says Field of Dreams is a dad movie. Your favorite movie is The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. That's been made a couple of times because that's like a short story, right? But I feel like that's been made a couple times. If you like that, you might like Being There. I don't know if you've seen Being There with Peter Sellers. You might like that too. 710 for Tugi, 748 for Bluescuti. So Scooty has taken a lead. He's up by about 60,000. Rear window. So now we're just talking about movies in general. That was baseball movies gone, and now it's just movies. Laura says Dr. Strangelove is a great movie to show to children. I don't think so. Is Vandy a Hitchcock fan? Yeah, very much so. $843 for Tugi's, $934 for Bluescuti. Yeah, rear window is great. What's up, Jasmine? $884 for Tugi. Scooty with the max out. So all of a sudden, Tugi back by 120,000 points. Tetris for Scooty, A35. Triple for Tugi to bring this stack down while he waits out this bar, if it ever comes. There it is, but he can't use it for a Tetris. Triple, though. Man, that's a chunk. 4 more lines of burning on top of that well to knock this down. All right, there we go. Tugi gonna uncover 943. 1.1 for Scooty on 28. Tetris Tugi 980. So now it's about 160,000 point lead. Scooty into 29. He's at B81. Tugi with the max, A19. He's back, by about 160,000. Oh no, this is going to be a top out for Tugi, and Scooty is going to take game number 3. And Tugi's still up 2 games to 1. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4, Tugi up 2 games to 1. Scooty has got to win to force a deciding game number 5. First time chatter, BG Jayhawk 80. Welcome to the chat and the channel. 321 Tetris, by the way. There you go. That prize pool could use a little bit of help. We're looking to get to 2,000s. We can pay our top 8. So use the Matcherino command if you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. In fact, I will put it in for you. I believe in this prize pool so much that I will actually type 11 characters or whatever. Is there going to be a no cap November? Yes. The qualifying is, you've got what, 5 more days to qualify, something like that, 4 more days. We are going to be using the basically natural cap November. So we are not using level 39 super kill screen, but we will enable the crash triggers. So at level 155 or whatever it is that what it is? 155? 4? Whatever. I always forget. Because I have no chance of ever getting there, so I always forget. But yeah, the crash triggers will be enabled. Yeah, 155. Thank you, Dan. So players will see if they can dodge the crash, right? So this is like playing on the original cartridge, right? We are not imposing an artificial kill screen. We are letting players play with the original kill screen. We are going to be best of 5 in those early rounds. Last year we were best of 3 and it was really too truncated. Those early rounds not making it past 39. I mean, they might make it past 39. They might. But, you know, let them. I don't think they're going to make it to 155 generally, but it could happen. See, the problem is to get to 155, like both players have to do it, right? Like if somebody tops out at level 40, you've beaten them if you've gotten to level 50 or so, usually, right? So really both players have to cooperate in order to get a game to the crash triggers, right? Like we had with the Bluescuti and Dog finals. 337 for Tugi, 333 for Bluescuti. So yeah, I'm happy to see the lineouts. Yeah, I think post 39 or 29 lineouts, they have a certain intensity to them. 379 Bluescuti, 383 for Tugi. No Cap November is my favorite month, says Tetris. Is that because of No Cap November or because of turkey? Do you eat Thanksgiving, Tetris? What do you do on Thanksgiving? What do you eat? You hate Thanksgiving. What? You eat turkey, but you complain about it in private? Seems like you're complaining about it in public right now. Nice little sequence there for Tugi to set up that T-spin and nail it. 518 Scooty, 483 for Tugi. Will it still have same piece set? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, turkey is great. And, you know, if you're like trying to be on a budget, because, you know, a lot of people are these days for whatever unknown reason. You know, you can eat turkey all year long. Just go buy a turkey. Did you know that you can buy a turkey the whole year and cook it? It's like cheap. Tetris Tugi, 620. 598 Bluescuti. And there's a Tetris for Tugi into 19. He's got a 644 19 transition. $623 entry for Bluescuti. So double 600K transitions in this critical game for turkey. Is like the worst meat though. I mean, like, learn to cook, I guess. It can be good. Tetris Tugi 770. Bluescuti at 702. Tugi ahead by 2 lines. This is a real lead. All right, both players on 21 now. Winner of this match will take on Akatu right after. Is there even a worst meat? That's a good question. Bluescuti setting up this little speculative Vits there. Very interesting. Kind of setting it up early. 761 Bluescuti, 828 for Tugi. Yeah, Hydrant, welcome. Hydrant, why aren't you an MVP? An MVP. Is that what it is? VIP. VIP Hydrant Dude 8. You thought you were? Oh. All right, 836 Scooty. Gonna fight this stack down. Long bar, Tugi, Tetris. There's a skimming of Tetris. Bluescuti, 876. Some people do go a little bit crazy over certain meats, like duck. People are like, oh my god, duck. Oh my god, duck. It's fine. Tetris for Scooty, 977. Tugi has got the max. Same line count, 70,000 point lead, something like that. Scooty now got the max. Tugi trying to unmuddy his board a bit here. And he has uncovered that right side well. Tetris for Tugi, A86. A48 for Scooty. They each get a Tetris. Tugi's got the 1.1. There's another Tetris. Tugi's got one more that he could get before 29 hits. And there's a Tetris for Tugi. B92 entry in. B64 into 29 for Bluescuti. So double 1.1s at 29. Oh no, Tugi is not going to survive here. B97 top out target for Scooty is B98. And there you go, Bluescuti with that. Tetris is going to take game number 4 and tie up this match. So we've got ourselves a decider. In fact, a reverse decider. We have ourselves a rediced. Your mouse died? All right, no worries. All right, players, take a moment. Is a reverse D-sider and A-sider. You need 2 minutes to find the cable? All right. He knows. Oh, yeah. Oh, Scooty's getting hot, so I need 2 minutes. These players. All right, we're going to run an ad. All right, remember players and don't remember players. Remember fans, we do have a prize pool. Use that Matcherino command, bring up the links. Let's get unstuck. We've been at 14, 15, 16 for a while. Cloudy Shoe with the Prime sub 3 months says, chat, while we wait, you can use your Primes. Cloudy Shoe has a great idea. If you're an Amazon Prime member, use your Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming sub. You just got to connect your Amazon to your Twitch account. Use it or lose it. If you lose it, you don't get it back. You can't save them and stack them or anything. You just lose them. Fabulous ads. Can we bet on CTM on prize picks? Oh, is that what the ad was for? I have no idea what the ads are showing. I think I don't know if they're the same for everyone or they're targeted. So if you're getting gambling ads, it's really you. You're the problem. They think that you want to gamble. Everyone has gambling ads, so I had no idea. Yep, Tuggi's done. Tio says, if you subscribe, you don't get ads. Can you imagine? Okay, you found it. We better watch out about getting gambling into Tetris. Before we know it, Vandy will be arrested for running rigged high-stakes poker games. Yeah, it's possibly true. But yeah, I you know. Anyway, the pieces are 7ECB13. Twitch Turbo. Yeah, Twitch Turbo, I don't think you see ads. So. Without my mouse, I can't select the next Malcolm in the Middle episode. I never watched through that. Maybe one day. All right, 7ECB13. Tuggi. Tugi, you can't play in science. I'm with you. What about Freaks and Geeks? If you watch Freaks and Geeks, that's a great show. There's only like 23 episodes, but it's really good. 7ECB13. All right, looks like both players are ready. It's a decider, Bluescuti and Tugi. Let us go ahead and get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, Tugi, you refresh Tugi here. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and restart. Your Ethernet cable got loose. My God, Tugi. All right, we're gonna restart, Scooty. So you can keep playing if you want to, but this is not gonna count. Can you tape the Ethernet cable in or something? They don't sell tape in Austria. They don't have tape. Tugi did it on purpose. This is a scandal, Tugs. All right, we're gonna decrement the seeds, guys. 6D-CB13. 6D-CB13. Tugi predicted he would lose on this seed and he unplugged the internet on purpose. It's possible. You pray it's fine. All right. See, this would have been great if this happened during the one-day tournament, right? Hardware malfunction. That would have been the bingo. That would have been a bingo, guys. All right, 6D-CB13. All right, looks like we're good. For real, on God, no cap. It's the real decider. Let's go, Bluescuti and Tugi in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Steele says, now all that Tugi needs to do is a random warm-up on 29, get 400k at 100 lines, and crash out at 30 in the game. Yep. It is a decider, so the winner of this one single solitary game will move on to the top 8 to take on Akatu. Tetris for Tugi, 53. There's one Scooty, 91. All right, nifty little burn sequence here for Scooty. It looked cool. There's a Tetris for Scooty, 118. 517 Tugi. Oh man, I had a great breakfast sandwich this morning. It was so good. I think breakfast sandwich is like my favorite food. I don't know. It's crazy, but I just love breakfast sandwiches. What's my breakfast sandwich of choice? Anything. So this morning it was on a bagel. It was an egg. I had a crap ton of bacon on it. Sharp cheddar on it. And then here's the secret. You want to know a secret? Like, sandwiches are good when you have a little bit of crunch to it. So here's what you do. This is what I do, or have been doing recently. You know those Baby Bells? You know those little I don't know if they have them in every country or what they call them. 228 for Bluescuti, 204 for Tuggi. But those little round cheeses that are in like a red piece of wax. So you put that on like a silicone mat or like a, you know, whatever, like something you can microwave on that won't stick. And you take one of those and you microwave it. In my microwave, it takes 53 seconds to get the perfect texture. And you microwave the Baby Bell until you get like a round, flat cheese crisp. And then you put that on a sandwich. Don't use wax because the wax will melt. Don't put that in the microwave and get on the food. But yeah, parchment paper is what I have, little parchment paper circles. And it depends on your microwave. Like, you've got to experiment. Oh, look at that delayed burn there for Tugi, 322 for him. It's, you've got to, every microwave is different, so you got to experiment with what you like, but mine takes 53 seconds. If I go 54, it's a little too crisp. 52, it's a little under. But yeah, add that onto a sandwich, right? A little cheese crisp into a sandwich. You can use a slice of cheese as well. That's fine. But the time you put it in is, it depends on what the cheese is and how thick it is. And so the Baby Bells are good because they're very consistent in, the weight and size and shape. All right, a little delayed burn here for Scooty, but it's going to cause 2 lines of burning now. But anyway, yeah, that's a highly recommended move if you want to level up a sandwich. Put a cheese crisp, like a microwave piece of cheese that turns just ever so crispy, right? A minute or under it's going to take, but you got to dial it in with your preferences relative to your cheese and your size of the cheese. Anyway, that's a tip for your old pal, Vandy. Vandy, what is the best microwave food? I can't remember the last time I've had a microwave meal. They're just gross and watery and bland and weird. 501 for Bluescuti, 532 for Tugi. That's right. I'm here to offer you my cheese tips. All right, we're into 19 now. Tugi at 558, Scooty at 531. I guess best microwave food is Hot Pockets. Anything with a crisping sleeve, right? $622 Tugi, $634 Bluescuti. Mainly use the microwave for preparing something else, but not as preparing the actual entree itself. So, melting some cheese, melting some butter, mostly melting things. 648 for Tugi, 663 for Scooty, who is now in the lead. There's a Tetris for him. There's one Tugi. One line apart, about 14,000 points apart. Oh, the one thing you can do in the microwave that is good is bacon. You can if you can dial that in. I've been using the Costco pre-cooked bacon and then just in the microwave, 8 seconds per slice. Perfect. 766 Tugi, 780 for Bluescuti. Rayburn's Philly cheesesteaks. I think they have those at Costco or some equivalent. I do see those, but Scooty with a Tetris, but a little cleanup to do. He's at 842. Tugi now back in the lead. Scooty trying to clean all this up. It's going to leave him with a platform, this burn here, and he could build dirty, but All right, he's got a dirty well. Column 10, 2 rows up. And yeah, bar timing, not great for Scooty right now. A little bit of a drought, both players, of course. Same pieces, so same droughts. There's a Tetris for Scooty, and there's one Tugi. And another one. So Tugi up 980 to 914. Just a couple lines apart. 29 is in sight. Tetris Tugi A51. Tetris for both. Tugi, Tetris is into 29 and gets another one. He's at B25. Scooty is at A26. So 100,000 point lead for Tugi right now. All right, Tugi in cleanup mode. And oh no, this is going to be top. No, that is going to be a top out for Tugi. The target is B35. So a Tetris here from Scooty would clinch it. And there it is, Tetris for Scooty. And he will complete the reverse sweep. Tugi was up 2 games to none. And Bluescuti, in championship style, comes back and takes this match 3 games to 2. So a great game for both, and really great game for Tugi. But yeah, kind of lost the handle on 29 in those last 3 matches. Really couldn't do much damage on the 29 phase, or in the 29 phase for Tugi in those last 3 games. But Bluescuti able to take advantage and is going to take this. So why are all the bingo things happening now? Because, you know, CTM is just better, okay? CTM, just better. All right, well, it's going to be Bluescuti versus Akatu. Scooty, if you need a moment, you can take it. Tugi, congratulations to you. I mean, you know, I wouldn't look at it as a step back. You got into the top 16. You all the way from round 1. And you played a really great game and had a, you know, 6-time champion on the brink. So, I don't know. Seems like a positive to me. So, GG's to you. Okay. And I think, let's see, are you in blue? Akatu. Go ahead and refresh Akatu. Run ads. Oh my God, I keep forgetting to run ads. We got to make them dollar bills. I almost ended the stream again. All right, what are you? You are 13. And we'll refresh Scooty. So there you go. Take a look at it. That is keyboard rolling. All right, folks, remember we do have a prize pool. We've been stuck at 14, 15, 16 for a while. So if somebody wants to come in and, kind of get it moving again, that would be fantastic. $1, $2, $5, $10, that would be fantastic. I would love it. Use the Matcherino command while you're watching live. There it is. If you're watching after the fact, go to go.ctm.gg/DASPrize. All right, I will be right back, my players. Oh, no, I'm here. All right, the pieces are here, my guys. Cognoscenti is not pronounced how I pronounced it. Did you send that to the right? Where was anyone talking about the cognoscenti? Or cognizant? Are you saying cognizant? Oh, cognoscenti, right. That was your Merriam-Webster word of the day. All right, let's get some of this zero. What is it? Pepsi? No. Dr. Pepper Zero. Get some of that. All right, looks like we had a contribution to the prize pool. I will thank you right after we get this game started. Looks like both players are on tee. They're both ready. This is the top 8. The winner goes to the final 4. It's going to be either Bluescuti or Akatu in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left side is Bluescuti, seed number 5, defeated Tugi in the top 16 to make it here to the top 8. Bluescuti is a 6-time CTM Masters event winner. He's got an overall PB of 18.2 million. That is number 3 on the overall score. Oh, no, number 2. Sorry, number 2 on the overall score leaderboard. He is ranked number 3 in the most recent Premier Poll, a ranking of Tetris players, which is compiled from a poll of the Tetris cognoscenti. See, look at that. We're using our vocabulary words there. Anyway. You can find the full results over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Scooty also ranked number 8 on the DAS list, by the way. Scooty had back-to-back wins in the Masters event this month, January and February. This year. Did I say this month? I meant this year, if I said that. He also won in October and September in 24, so another back-to-back. He won the Lone Star Championship in 2024, so he's our reigning live champion. He took third place in our Mega Masters event this year. He's a 3-time CTWC gold bracket player, finishing as high as the top 4, which he did in 23. And Jonas Cup, second in 24, top 8 this year as well. His team won the team relay event. That was Scooty and Wallbant against Matt Martin and Robin. He was third in CTWC DAS this year, and he's got a bunch of wins and high finishes at regionals, including Desert Regional, Kansas City Regional, which he's won 3 years in a row. Space City DAS Tournament, Stillwater. And of course, he was the first player to breach the crash point in NES Tetris, becoming the first player to, quote, beat NES Tetris. 256 for Bluescuti, 257 for Akatu. On the right side, it is Akatu, seed number 13 from Finland. Akatu started in round 2 in virtue of his top 16 seed, and he defeated Lucas Huang in round 2, and then defeated Dangler in the round of 16 to get here to this top 8 match against Bluescuti. Akatu is a 2-time Future Circuit winner, one of Hopefuls as well. He played in Mega Masters in 24 and 25, got as far as the round of 16 in Mega Masters this year. This is his 5th appearance in our monthly Masters event, in addition to those 2 Mega Masters appearances. Has yet to play in a CTWC event, and don't see him in any regionals, at least according to Liquipedia. I guess I can go and look at the match database, but according to Liquipedia, I don't see any CTWC or regionals or anything like that. Of course, Akatu, one of the reasons is Akatu is a keyboard roller. So he's using the rolling technique, but modified for use on keyboards. That is legal, computer keyboard. He hovers his finger over the directional key and then rolls in the top of his own finger to affect the left and right movement with that rolling motion. 433 Akatu, 457 Bluescuti. SV Nestor says Akatua. We should, we would ban you from CTM if you weren't still playing in it, SV, for that one. 484 entry into 19 for Bluescuti. Akatu still on 18. All right, and there it is. Akatu with a 505 transition. So Akatu with the advantage at the 19 transition. Tetris for Scooty, 534 into level 20. You haven't heard that in years? What? Haktua or Netizen? The first one, isn't that like a year old? I mean, it's less than 2 years old, so it's literally not possible. Right? All right, Akatu with a little bit of a misdrop here. He's going to have to burn out of this. That's right, Guafi. Tetris Scooty, 622, 586 for Akatu. So Akatu is digging out of this whole mess. He's going to get a Tetris here, 623. But in the meantime, Scooty has taken the lead. He's at 688 through 172, 6 lines ahead of Akatu. Tetris for Scooty, 780. Is that has that lady reemerged after her whole crypto scandal? I don't really follow that stuff, so I just know that happened. Tetris for Akatu, 699, 815 for Bluescuti. I don't know why I care, but she's a goner. Yep, she's hiding. Tetris for Scooty, 912, 708 for Akatu. So Akatu's pace really suffering here. An extended dig. And Akatu now back 260,000 points. Scooty with the max on 28. So it was a sub 500 entry into 19 for Bluescuti, and he's got an A88 into 29. So a very good post here for Bluescuti. B24 for him. Akatu, just you can see, really frustrating post for him. Split triple here for Akatu into 29. Scooty at C48, Akatu on level 30. And yeah, Akatu going to top out here at 777 on 30. So, Bluescuti going to take game number 1. And players, if you need a moment, you can take a moment. But I will drop pieces in the chat. 77 AOOC. Oh my God, the seeds are getting political here. Robin O said, is there going to be a no cap November? Yes, there's going to be a no cap November. We're not going to impose the super kill screen, but we will play with the natural kill screen of the game. So all the crash triggers will be re-enabled. So players will, if they want to continue past level 155, will have to dodge all the crash triggers. All right, looks like both players are ready. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, Scooty is up 1-0 against Akatu. Man, what should I eat today? I'm very excited. You know, when you only eat like 10 times a month, you get like, what should I have? All right, T-spin Akatu. Tetris for Bluescuti, 140, 121 for Akatu. Am I doing one meal a day? I'm doing essentially alternate day fasting. Well, basically rolling, in essence, rolling 48 and 72 hour fasts. $177 Akatu, 150 for Bluescuti. Please consult your doctor. Please consult a fake doctor on the internet, on YouTube. That's where you should get all your most reliable information. SV, there's plenty of information about it online, so I recommend you do have an interest, you can look up the benefits, protocols, all the information you could possibly want. Please consult your doctor. $294 for Akatu, $266 now, $289 for Bluescuti. But, oh yeah, just so we're getting personal here, still no AC in this room. We have the portable unit in the living room taking up half the floor, but does not reach this room. So you got to know, you guys really should know how uncomfortable I am doing every time I have to do CTM. It's just very warm in here. Oh yeah, there was a contribution to the prize pool. So let me tell you what that was. That's got up to, that was what? We had a couple, actually. So Laura, $10. Josh C, $5.53. Colin, $26. And that got us up to $14.30.69. I think at one point we're up to, of course, $14.20.69, but Laura kicked in that $10. I think that's how it went down. You all are very special. All right, now we just need a 6767 on there. 503 for Akatu. $497 Scooty. Both players are going to Tetris. Listen, I am willing to embrace all the funny numbers and meme numbers and all that stuff if it means people contribute to the prize pool. Akatu had four number fives in his score at that moment. Pretty good. 578 for him. 567 Scooty. Akatu. Tetris is into 19 at 602. So a 600K transition for Akatu. Let's see if Scooty can get one as well. He's skimming. He's waiting. He's pulling back and he's Tetrising. 592. The five below. Look at this crazy Scooty stacking. He won't get quite the 600K transition, but pretty darn close to 598. $2,000 is like it is the funniest number, actually. 2,000 is really, really funny. We will laugh so hard when that prize pool is at 2,000. 677 Scooty, 729 for Akatu. Oh, Jasmine now is branching out, not just Vits, but pullbacks. Pullbacks are great. I think pullback's one of the most exciting plays in NES Tetris. You think 1.3 billion is way funnier? Yeah, you didn't make the top 8. If we get 1.3 billion though, we'll pay everybody in the bracket. Akatu setting up. He's at 905. Scooty at 848. All right, Scooty cleaning. He's open on the right side. Akatu Tetris. He's got the max on 26. If we get 1.3 billion, I mean, I'll enter the tournament as a late entry. A72 for Akatu. Bluescuti at 985. Akatu ahead by 6 lines. Tetris for Akatu B77. Yeah, we are all embezzling, guys. Tetris Scooty B60. 1.2 entry for Akatu. Akatu trying to clear away that left side. Oh no, this could be very dangerous for Akatu. And he's going to top out at C60. Chase down target for Bluescuti is C61. Scooty long bar down. That is going to clinch game number 2. Scooty takes this one and we'll go up. Yeah. 2-0. Players, I just need about 90 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry about this. I just got to take care of something. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, guys. Just had to help Sue with something. Had to do my manly duties. All right, the pieces are here, players. E5, EB, C3. Oh, I should have played ads. You're right. I should have. I have to run ads when I do that. Yeah, I didn't have time with that. I had to. It was kind of an urgent thing I had to help Sue with. So, play the ads on 18, maybe. I mean, alternatively, y'all could just subscribe and then I wouldn't have to worry about it. All right, E5, EB, C3, both players are on seed. It's game number 3, Akatu. Looking to win this one to stay in the tournament and try to advance to those semifinals. 3-1 Tetris. Yeah, everything's good. We will have more Tetris coming up today in about an hour and 14 minutes. A full 3-match bracket. Top 16 will begin. And that will have Dan V, SV, Pixelandy, and Tetris time. So that's an hour, 14 minutes is when it starts from now. DJ Mr. Burrow says, I subscribe in both platforms, hand heart. Well, I appreciate your subscription, Mr. Burrow, but the hand heart might cost you your modship. Tetris or Bluescuti 118 here for Akatu. All right, Dublin Joe is here. What's up? Yeah, can you imagine actually playing all 3 matches in one broadcast? It does not seem to happen all that often anymore. Players, they're getting a little spoiled. It used to be a rare exception, and we would try really hard to get them all at once, but now it's like, yeah, whatever, even if it destroys, you know, everything. It's fine. Whatever. These players too spoiled. 192 for Bluescuti, 213 for Akatu. So actually, I had to take that 90-second break because Bluescuti won 2 games in a row. So anytime Bluescuti wins 2 games in a row, you have to like throw him off his rhythm. Tugi did it. I did it. It's just mandatory. Oh yeah, it was my Ethernet. Oh, it was my mouse cable. I mean, my internet cable. I mean, both. I mean, what? I need my mouse cable to fix my Ethernet. $354 for Akatu, $351 for Bluescuti. Now, this is the first time that Akatu has made it into the top 8 in a Masters event. He's got, he's been in the top 16 a couple times. If you include Mega Masters, he was in February. He went out to Alex T, and of course in Mega Masters he made that top 16, and he defeated Alex T, if I remember correctly, right, to get into that top 16, with Alex T going out in the round of 32. So he's already had his best CTM month so far. Going to try to win this one, continue on, get into the semis for the first time. Scooty, of course, trying to start, get back to winning some of these Masters events. Of course, he won 6 of them within the span of like 14 months. Or 15 months, let us say. 585, Akatu 585 for Scooty. So same score, one line apart. They're into 19 now. Akatu with a 639. 596 for Bluescuti. Both players are medium stacks here. Scooty going to bring it down with a couple Tetrises. This is the second time they have met, although the first time was in the Classic Tetris Level 12 tournament from the 2023 edition. So at least as far as starting on like an 18 start match, this is the first time they've met in a kind of non-meme tournament. Scooty gonna miss that spin. And it's really not going to slow him down too much. But Akatu still with the lead, 743 to 735. Scooty ahead by 6 lines. Tetris for Bluescuti, 764. Tetris Scooty 829. Akatu trying to uncover quickly. Oh, that tuck, and then gets the long bar over to the left to build out that stack. He's uncovered. He's skimming. He's waiting. He's getting. He's Tetrising. 873 Akatu. 864 Scooty. Another Tetris Akatu. All right, Scooty now in the lead in real-time score, but is also ahead, by a few lines. De Corporal with 139 into the prize pool. That is going to get us up to 1569.69. So thank you, Corporal, for your contribution to that prize pool. Really appreciate that. Now we are 400 something away. 431 away. Scooty into 29. He's at B15. Akatu at A33. Gonna block the well here, just 4 lines before 29. So he's got to get decomplicated. And let's see what he can do. All right, he's bringing it down. He's resetting up. No, he's going to actually take that down with a triple. Safe. He's stacking. He's getting again. Tetris there for Akatu. B00. Happy Halloween. C88 for Bluescuti. Another Tetris Akatu B42. He's back by 150,000 points. He's also back by 13 lines. So if they both get to 39, Scooty gets there. Akatu will be still stacking. He's got a little bit of extra runway here. B71 Akatu, D89 Scooty, 200,000 point lead for Scooty. Scooty is setting up in column 7 here on level 34. And oh no, he's not getting the bar, and that is going to be a top out for Scooty at D98. And Akatu is in the process of topping out too. He had runway. I mean, Tetris is here worth north of, or just about, 40,000. So he had runway. He would have been 5 Tetrises away with about, 53 lines to go. So he's had the runway to do it. So not able to capitalize on the opportunity of a, quote, early top out from Bluescuti. But a good showing here for Akatu. You got into the top 8 for the first time. If we can get that prize pool up to 2,000, then Akatu will make it into the money of the monthly event for the first time. So let's help that happen. Bluescuti, congratulations to you. Akatu, congrats to you. Played great. Always fun to see you play with your, of course, your keyboard rolling, your sweatshirts, and your black gloves, and it's always a good time. So GG's to you, Akatu, and GG's Bluescuti for winning. You will be moving on to the semifinals. Let me go ahead and prove this to everyone. What is this? The blue bracket, and it's Bluescuti. Bluescuti. And there he is. Bluescuti is your winner. There he is. Let's fill up his, there you go. Big head. There's Bluescuti. The back of his head, front of his head. There you go. Bracket winner Bluescuti. We'll show you the bracket in a moment. As soon as I report it. 3-0 Bluescuti Akatu. So yeah, Bluescuti was down 2-0. Took 3 games in a row against Tugi. Then took the first 3 games of that against Akatu. So 6 game wins in a row will land him in that final 4. And let us show you who's in the semis. Oh, well, it doesn't look like anything's different, but it is. We'll refresh. Ready? There he is. Seed number 5, Bluescuti will take on Dog Playing Tetris, rematch of No Cap November, among other matches, I'm sure. So, yeah. All right. Good. Dog and Scooty. Dog will be going for win number 13. Scooty for win number 7. And then all we've got left in the Masters event, besides the final broadcast, is just to see who's going to make it into that green bracket. That's going to happen an hour from now. And that will be either Dan V or SV or Pixelandy or Tetris Time. And we will have that in an hour. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Those of you who helped us out. Fussle with the follow. Cloudy Shoe with the Twitch sub. Raid GB Toasts. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thought we had more supporters than that this stream. For some reason, I seem to remember there being more than that. Weren't there? No, I guess not. All right. Well, good enough. Thanks to patrons Scott Gray, Jane Window, Canaan Techie, Corporal, Shelby, Troy Dan, K Member, Potato, Kaka, Java T, Jason, Sunny, and everybody else on and off the slide. Thank you so much. Prize pool up to 1569.69. Ridiculous. But appreciated, and thank you to DeCorporal for that 139, Laura with the 10, Josh with the 553, Colin with the 26 cents. Thank you, Colin, for those 26 cents. Really appreciate that. All right, folks, we will see you in 1 hour. YouTube, take care. Bye-bye. Twitch will find some